Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha if you're new here, and in today's video we are going to be doing my Boxycharm premium unboxing. So if you're new here, again, welcome. My name is Naisha. I'm a mom of two. I'm obsessed with subscription boxes. I have 4 going right now. Looking at some others, see if I'm going to add some others to the repertoire, but we're going to save that for 2021. Right now, we're going to unbox my Boxy Premium. I have Boxy Premium as well as Boxy Luxe. So Boxy Luxe is going to be coming pretty soon. If you don't know, Boxycharm is a beauty makeup subscription service that you get once a month. And there are different tiers. There's the base box that's $25, Premium, which we're going to unbox today, that's $35, and Boxy Luxe, which is an extension of the base box for an extra $25 a month, which is $50 every 3 months. So now December, a Boxy Luxe month, so I won't be getting the base box, I'm getting the Boxy Luxe, and then I won't be getting another Luxe until March. If you are interested in signing up for Boxycharm, I'll leave a link down below. I'll also leave a code because they always give new subscribers goodies, gifts, coupons. And I also use some of the items from the box on my face today. So as I'm talking about it, I'll insert some videos so you can see me applying it. This is a new sort of format that I'm trying. I used to do this back maybe last year, and I don't know why I stopped it. But, you know, I think you could benefit from me while I'm talking about the product that I got. You can see me actually applying it and see what I'm actually talking about. So if you enjoyed this format, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let's jump into the box. So this month's theme is bubbles and glitz. It is holiday time. It's about to be a new year. 2020 with its badass is going away, and let's hope 2021 comes here with some behavior, sits his ass down in a corner, and act like an adult. Because 2020 went off the goddamn rails. Anyway, so this theme is bubbles and glitz. And this card tells you all of the items that are in the box, the prices, and a little bit of a description. And I have variation number 92. So the first thing I'm going to talk about from the box is the Elemis Peptide Plumping Pillow Facial. It is a hydrating sleep mask. I've been given a couple of things from Elemis in subscription boxes before, and so far I'm pretty impressed and pleased with the products. So this is the packaging, a nice blue with a silver cap. It is very hefty. It is a glass packaging, and the moisturizer has a bit of a blue tint to it. It looks very, very pillowy, almost like a water cream. I absolutely love sleeping masks. I slather them on every night before I go to bed, and my face is so soft and plumped and hydrated, and absolutely love it in the morning. The one that I'm using right now is from Youth to the People. Absolutely love it. So I'm excited to try this one because it says plumping pillow, plumping. We are definitely here for it. So this super cooling gel mask glides onto the skin, creating a biomimetic veil that is clinically proven to lock in moisture, leaving the skin looking younger and feeling plumped with moisture upon waking. Absolutely love it. If you don't know, I'm 41. I like to plump up the skin so you don't see the wrinkles. We don't want to see the wrinkles. So this Elemis Peptide Plumping Pillow Facial full size is $65. Skincare is really, really expensive. Good skincare is really expensive, and I am so happy to get all these products in my subscription boxes. 1, because I get to try out so many different brands, and 2, this box was $35 and we are already almost twice time the amount that we paid for the box. Next thing in the box, and I actually didn't try this today, is the It's So Big Volumizing Mascara by Elizabeth Mott. We got another product or 2 from Elizabeth Mott. I think I have the eyeshadow primer, which I actually really like and I use all the time. So this is the mascara. It's so big. Love the name of it. I'm not going to open it because I have so many mascaras open right now. And, you know, I don't want to open it and start the process of it drying out when I'm not even going to get to it. So I feel like that's a little bit of a waste. I'm not going to put it in our giveaway either because we already have a mascara in there. So I'm probably going to give this to a family member, put it in a Christmas gift as a stocking stuffer or something. So if you're new here, when I get my subscription boxes, there's always a couple products that I'm not going to use. It's not going to work for me. It's too light, too dark, whatever the situation is. And I like to put it all into a giveaway and send it out to one of my lucky viewers. Right now, we've been building the box for a little while because a lot of my November boxes got messed up. So we have a really nice giveaway coming really soon. So this is the volumizing mascara of your dreams. This mega volume long lash max curl mascara lasts all day with no smudge. It features flexible tubing polymers that coat each lash, making it water, tear, and sweat resistant to hold lashes in place all day. So a tubing mascara is one that, as they say, it coats the lash. It kind of like goes around your lash, and when it's time to take it off, it comes off in little tubes. Like it just slides off of your lashes and leaves like little tubes. It's a little weird when you see it at first, but if you know it's a tubing mascara, then you're not going to be too alarmed. And the Elizabeth Mott It's So Big Volumizing Mascara full size is $20. Pretty good price for a mascara. Next thing in the box, and that's what I used on my face today, is this True and Luscious Lucky Glow Bronze and Highlight Palette. So this is the palette. These are the colors that are in here. So it seems to be two bronzers, which, to be honest with you, are basically the same color. Neither of which worked on my skin. You barely even see anything. And then we have these two highlights. One is a little bit more icy, one is a little bit more gold. And then we have this blush, a nice peachy blush. Also, I'm wearing that. It's pretty light, but you can see a little bit of a peachy flush on my skin. And then this one, I don't know if it's a bronzer or a highlight. It might work as a shimmery bronzer on some lighter skin tones, but it's really a highlight, and it has a little tiny bit of a rose goldy color to it, which, you know, I absolutely love colors like this. So all in all, this is a decent palette in the fact that you get, you know, 6 different pans, 2 bronzers. Of course, you're gonna know my problem with it. The bronzers are not deep enough for, it's not even deep enough for me. And again, there's so many people that have deeper skin than I do that this is not gonna work for them. The blush is on the lighter side. Again, not gonna work for a lot of skin tones. The highlights, there's a little bit of a variety where there is the gold one, the champagne-y one, and a little more rose goldy one. But that's usually with my problem with palettes like these. They are not very universal. And I don't know if this particular palette comes in different shades. I don't think so. I think this is just the only one. And, you know, if you're going to make something like this, then they should have put in like a much deeper bronzer than one of these. Or come out with different versions that is able to match different skin tones. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't go for something that's universal, because we're not universal. The spectrum of skin colors is so wide. You're never going to get anything that's actually universal. That was just a little bit disappointing with these colors of the bronzers. You know, they could have put in 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and 2 highlights. That would have given a way bigger range for a lot more people to enjoy. But what this also tells me is I need to go into my Boxycharm profile and probably readjust it because this barely works for me. This is way too light. So I used it today. The highlights are beautiful. The highlights are gorgeous. You'll see in the video portion me applying it and how beautiful it looks. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this big palette just for the highlights. I have way too many highlights. The formulas are good. Formulas are good. From what I've tried, the formulas, like I said, the highlights are beautiful. But if it doesn't show up on my skin, it's pretty useless to me. So let's see what they're saying. So now that I'm looking at my card, it actually says that I should have gotten the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow. And I didn't. I got this face palette. That's interesting. So I don't have any information about this face palette right here. If I get any information, I'll try to put it on the screen. I'll put it in the description box. But seems like I was supposed to get the Kosas eyeshadow, which I've been liking Kosas brand so recently. I would have liked to get that. Okay, so I pulled up some information on the Lucky Glow palette by True and Luscious. It's only one palette. There are no other variations. So they definitely need to come up with one for deeper skin tones. So it is an expertly curated makeup palette featuring buttery smooth bronzers, blush, and highlighters that blend and layer seamlessly to create a sun-kissed radiance. and this retails for $46. Not a bad price because again it's 6 different products in there, although the 2 bronzers seem to be the same to me, but again just not deep enough for my skin tone, unfortunately. Next thing in the box is this the Viseart Natural Mattes Milieu palette. So I'm going to insert the video of me applying it on my eyes. This is what I'm using right now on my eyes. So it is an all matte palette. Lots of neutrals with a couple berry purpley pinky tones and a pop of blue. So I have the blue on my lower lash line and then all matte on my lids. I love an all matte eye. Live for an all matte eye. I think it's like one of the easiest things to throw on, and a blue lower lash line. So this is giving me all those vibes. I've used Viseart shadows before, and it was one of those tiny, like the petite apricotine, I think is what it's called. The one that comes like the tiny one but in the yellow box. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. And I was not a fan at all. Mostly the shimmers did nothing for me. Didn't like it. Every time I tried to blend it, it would dust away. I was like, why are people so all about this brand when, I mean, it was just one palette I tried, so maybe I shouldn't have like wrote it off. But this palette brought me back. The mattes in here are beautiful. They are very pigmented. They blend nicely. They blend like a dream. This dark brown, I have it on my outer V. You see I did a cut crease. It is so rich and so pigmented, and yet I was able to blend it out. I like to go in little by little and build my colors up. I don't like to just like pack a whole lot of color on and then spend 12 minutes trying to blend that color out. I take my brush and I go in little by little and build and build and build until I get the intensity that I like, and these work exceptionally for that. So I use this color as my transition. This brown is my outer V. Look at how beautifully rich that color is. Wow, look at that. And it's so smooth. There was some fallout, as there is with, you know, really good matte shadows. And then the blue. So pretty. The blue to me looks a little bit brighter in the palette than it does on my eyes, but you can still see that it's a blue. I am actually really happy that I chose this. This was my choice, and because I was still like iffy, like Viseart, I don't know, but this is beautiful. I think next I'm gonna play with like these pinks and purples right in here. Definitely gonna do another look with this. Look out for it on Instagram, and I'm happy that this palette kind of redeemed Viseart for me. So this palette embodies 12 matte shades, ideal for accenting, sculpting, and creating striking reflective beauty. Add depth, dimension, and intensity to any look with this luxurious assortment of neutral hues, from pale chiffon to warm cacao and fuchsia dahlia that complement all skin tones beautifully. I definitely agree with that. There's a wide range of colors that, as you can see, is deep enough for deeper skin tones. Thank you, Viseart. This palette gets a 10 from me. And the Viseart Neutral Mattes Milieu 12 pan eyeshadow palette is $80. I forgot to mention Viseart is pricey. The tiny little palette that I tried before, which was like 6 or 8 teeny tiny little shadows, was $30. I didn't pay $30 for it, of course. I got it on sale because I really wanted to try out this Viseart brand that everybody was talking about, and I was severely disappointed. So I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm paying that amount of money for shadows that I don't even like. But again, this palette redeemed them, and $80. Okay, next thing in the box is this Crown All Eyes on You 5-piece Luxe brush set. It's funny that on the box they say for all skin types, like it's a brush. Of course it's for all skin types. Anyway, so these are the brushes that I used to do my eye look. In the video, I'm sure you saw me using them. It's a pretty decent assortment of brushes, and these brushes are nice. I love the white handle and the rose gold ferrule. It's very, very soft, but in my opinion, they're a little bit too densely packed. For example, like the blending brush is very soft. Like it's nice and soft. It wasn't very pokey on my skin, but for a blending brush, it didn't move and poof out as much as I like blending brushes to do. It's a little bit on the stiffer side, which I think is okay if you're doing a little bit more of a concentrated color, but for say a transition color that you really wanted to buff out and poof the color out, these are my words, it really wasn't giving me that. It was a little bit more difficult to really blend that out. And then this one was pretty nice. I used this to put the dark brown out in my outer V, and then I used the flatter edge to really bring it into the crease to give it that sharp cut crease moment, as well as this detail brush, this bullet brush. This was really nice. I used this tiny one to clean up my eyebrow and to cut my crease. It really worked really nice for that. So this brush is a little bit confusing to me because it's a little bit flat on the side, but then it's fatter than most shader brushes. So I used it under my eye and it was pretty fat, so it ended up being a little bit more smokier than I intended. So I'm not quite sure the purpose of this brush. Like, if you know, you tell me. But I mean, again, it was soft. It's just a little too fat for my liking. The other thing about these brushes is they're a little bit on the shorter side. I like longer brushes because I hold my brushes way down at the end. So by the time I hold this, there's not really a lot more here. For example, like this one, I get a lot more leeway. So a little bit on the shorter side. So again, not my favorite. So this 5-piece set provides all the necessary tools for the application of all eye makeup looks. The luxuriously silky brushes deliver optimum and even coverage for a perfect finish every time. I do agree, they were very, very silky and soft, but again, a little bit too dense for my liking. And the Crown All Eyes on You 5-piece luxe brush set is $35. A little bit pricey for those brushes, but again, we get it in the box. That's the price of the box, so it's a win for me. And the last thing in our box is the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick in Candy Venom. So this is what the packaging look like. If you haven't seen it, it's this beautiful rose gold hexagonal shape. And then this is the color. I'm wearing it today. It's a little bit much for this look, but it still kind of goes. So it's a beautiful matte bright pink, fuchsia pink color. Nice, smooth, pigmented. I have a couple of these. This is actually one that I bought. Did I buy this in Boxycharm? I think this is one that I bought in Boxy Pop-Up. I got it for like $6. So I already own this. This is the one I already owned that I swatched and used. So this one, the brand new one, is going to go into our giveaway. And this high octane pigment meets unexpectedly universal shades to complement all moods and all skin tones. An ultra slim lipstick with a long wearing soft matte finish in weightless color intense shades are designed to flatter all skin tones. You know, Miss Riri is all about the all skin tones. And the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick in Candy Venom is $18. Pretty typical price for Rihanna's lip products. Have you seen the new cream ones that are coming out? I'm considering getting one, but again, I gotta wait for a sale. Okay, so I went ahead and did the quick math, and the total value of everything in our box is $264. So like I said earlier, we paid $35 for the box, a value of $264 in products. So you let me know, what do you think? Is it worth it? I think it is, based solely on that Viseart palette, because it was stunning. It's worth $80 and I'm very impressed. We'll use it again and again. 10 out of 10. So let me know down in the comments if you think it's worth it, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed unboxings, if you like this format so I can do it again. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.